Deep in the heart of southern China, hidden from the world, lie villages that have stood for over 1,000 years. High above the valleys, perched at altitudes of more than 700 meters, these ancient settlements remain almost untouched, nearly completely forgotten by the outside world. Here lived the Yao people, an ethnic group whose roots run deep into the soil of these mountains. For a millennium, they have thrived in isolation, preserving traditions and ways of life that have long disappeared elsewhere. Upon first hearing of this place, I was eager to visit and experience firsthand these authentic Chinese villages. Join me as I journey deep into the mountains, into the unknown, and take you to a place in the world that very few have ever seen. Nestled deep in the heart of Guangdong province, these villages are a few hours' drive from the nearest city. Fortunately, the journey to reach them is extremely scenic, with winding roads that offer breathtaking views along the way. So actually on the road down here, there's so many of these scenic spots. You can stop and look over the beautiful mountains and all these small villages. Super beautiful around here. There's a little viewpoint up here we're going to go check out on the way to this village. And as we carried along the route, we climbed higher and higher into the mountains before finally arriving at Nangang Yao, the 1,000-year-old village. It felt amazing to finally be exploring this village. It was bustling with life as it was currently the middle of Chinese New Year, and so many local tourists had made the journey to come and visit, and it was actually really busy. But seeing the Yao people was also incredibly interesting, as it was my first time ever seeing an ethnic group of people in China, and their colors of their clothes was so amazing to see. So we just watched this dance performance down over there, and it's very cool to see the cultural performance and everyone dressed up. But in this whole area, it does feel like a whole amusement park almost, and it's kind of a bit overcrowded actually with tourists. But it's still really cool to see the authentic dress and everyone dancing in the same way that they have been for many years. Yeah. Super pretty, looking over the rice terrace and the fields below. Right now it's end of January, so it's in the middle of winter, but I can imagine this place in summer being lush and green and just super beautiful. It's really nice to walk around these mountains. We then began climbing up the village stairs to enter the area where these people have been living for over 1,000 years. It seems that most of the locals now rely on income from tourists, as nearly every building in the village was selling some type of food or product. So many shops here selling all the dried food, the dried duck, and all the dried birds. Looks super tasty. But I continued all the way up the stairs to the top of the village as I heard there was a very beautiful old temple here. It feels amazing to be up in this temple. I mean, thinking people have lived in this village for over 1,000 years is pretty crazy, and this temple is just a perfect example of that. You know, it's super high in the mountains, really relaxing, peaceful, and just amazing feeling to be near it. Once you go off from the main stairs of the village, there's all these little hidden side streets leading to people's houses and some hotels and stuff, and it's just super unique to be here. Super cool. I mean, the view from these people's houses is just really awesome. Such a unique village up here in the mountains. After exploring this village for a while, we set off to another village higher in the mountains. This one was a lot less touristic and a better representation of local life in the area. It's just been Chinese New Year, so all of the doors have these amazing red decorations on, wishing for the new year to come in. And it's just so incredible to be in this ancient village with all these old buildings and then have the amazing views to the side. Just super cool. This place was a lot more rustic, with basically no restaurants or shops, just people's houses, and it felt like I had been transported to a place forgotten in time. So this place is developed a little bit for tourism. There's a few paths and quite a few people selling some things, but apart from that, super underdeveloped, and there's not that many tourists at all, and it's Chinese New Year, so it's very much like a local hidden place. I mean, the view behind is just super cool. It's like the raw, authentic China that I wanted to come and see, and it feels so amazing to be here. Apart from the odd firework, this place was so quiet and peaceful. It truly felt like a unique place to experience, and I'm just so grateful to have been able to visit it and be able to show you what the millennium villages of southern China look like. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and joining me for more adventures in the future. Thanks.